Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Satanism books like Theosophy, like Physical Society books, Thelma books, and Book of Spells. Okay. I'm going to talk about these books very well because I want people to see how they are indeed for murder and how they are indeed messing with children and how they are indeed deep into the occult where Satanism is their god, to they have to praise it and do rituals unto it to murder. Okay. Um I want to do this video because we have idiots online rather blame Christianity than to blame their god Lucy, their fallen angel, because that's the god they worshiping, because the true God is Jesus Christ. But their fallen angel Lucifer has got them so blinded and so much in denial that they rather blame the God that created them, which is Jesus Christ, rather than this fallen angel that got them to murder from the get. They also perverted and they also cannibalistic. Okay. I'm going to reveal this very well so because online you see them talk against Christianity all the time, right? But do they ever come and talk against their books? No. They don't do that. They try to make it seem like Satan is good. Oh, we don't murder. We don't do none of this. We don't do none of that. It's God is doing it. No, no. We ain't gonna be blaming God today. So let's go ahead and let me reveal that it is their Satan. Okay, their Satan has been causing a ruckus and has been doing a lot of dirt in this world today since he had fell down from heaven to go against God from the get. So let's reveal these books, shall we? Okay. It started with the Theosophical Society book by Helena Blavatsky, but these cultists took her ideas and also made other books from them. Okay. So let's start here. Crowley's Children. All right. So this person wrote about, and it's a Medium, by the way. I think it's a Medium. That the site is Medium. Okay. Let's go down. I want to reveal this part. Okay. Okay, they talk about how he was doing rituals, Crowley ideas and rituals, okay, and how he's for the Thelma religion, Crowley magic, right? Sex magic with his girlfriend, even consume wafer containing menstrual blood as part of Gnostic mass. So, they do nasty, like I said, witches are gross, and they do things with their semen, blood, urine, poop, whatever. They just gross all the way live, okay? Defile in nature. So his influence is huge. It turns out all these so they call us nutty Christian evangelists who warn that rock is demonic. We're right. So nutty Christian, instead of saying we were right, we nutty to saying the truth. That's funny. Okay. Like I said, they always claim somebody crazy when you're telling the truth. Ain't that kind of backwards though? When you're telling a lie, ain't that person supposed to be crazy? Okay. But we Christians are nutty because we tell the truth. Backwards, right? All right. Now, let me see. I think this is the one where it tells you that he was doing all that satanic stuff. His satanic majesties and their song sympathy for the devil. See, praising the devil, right? Let me go down. Satanic love child. Okay. So wait, I want to show you this. It gets down to Jay-Z. Crowley ideas are apparently influenced on rap stars like Jay-Z, Kanye West, and the ardent practitioner of sex magic, Sierra. Look, Look. That's why I say Illuminati stars, Illuminati rappers and stuff, because this stuff is very demonic. Okay. Let me see. Let me go here. Look at this. That's one of his books right there. This guy denied Christianity from day one. Now, like I said, a lot of witches heed to the Egyptian ideal. Like I told you, Egypt was the one into witchcraft. Okay. They also had people enslaved in doing Egypt. They are the actual colonizers, these witches, these warlocks. Now, they are indeed online lying, saying it's Christianity when Moses delivered the people from the land of Egypt. But you can see how I'm tying everything together, okay? So they can stop lying on here. He claimed to have achieved top-level MAGA status by 1904 when he says he made contact with a demigod called Iris in Egypt and the Great Pyramid of Giza, to be precise, who dictated a book to him called the Book of Law. Iris was the emissary of the Egyptian bird god Horus. Now, you remember I showed you in my last clip that the pharaoh had a bird face. These things are actually real, and he had a contact with that. So, and he came to Crowley to declare a new age, the era of ground and conquering child. Now, I told you these witches made pacts with these fallen angels. And in Egypt, they were doing so. Okay. Pharaohs had sorcerers and witchcraft. And this is why Moses had to go over there. If you read about the part where he put his staff down and the Pharaoh ordered his sorcerers to put their staff down and they turned into snakes, you'll see what I'm talking about. This King James Bible is always the truth, in which they are against because it is the truth that goes against them. You understand? This is why they hate it so. So I put it all together from in front of your face so you can see how these people are and how wicked they are to go against Christianity, go against God himself, and to deny the Creator, to heed to Lucifer. Okay. Now, I'm just going to put that in the description box below because I want to show you something else besides this. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Aleister Crowley, a famous English cultist, was deeply involved and influenced by eventually diverged from theosophy. He was a member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which itself had theosophical links, rejected the strict Christianity of his youth. See what I'm saying? I told you, they are against Christianity, against the King James Bible. Like I said before, these people are totally against the Father in heaven, and they will heed to Lucifer and do things and murderous things just to get worldly wealth in this world. Okay. And adopted ideas from theosophy like Eastern yoga meditation into his own system. Thelma but also clashed with theosophical leaders like Anna Besant. Okay. Rebellion and exploration. Raising a fundamentalist Christian family, Crowley rejected dogma, explored Western esoteric traditions, including theosophy. He joined the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a magical society heavily influenced by theosophical ideas and figures like Helena Blavatsky, though he later clashed with its leadership. Okay. So, it says, Crowley integrated elements from theosophy such as Indic, meditation, and yoga into his own magical system. That's why a lot of these yoga classes are not really good, okay? You contacting a demonic spirit. Okay. Crowley proclaimed that arrival of new spiritual age, the Onion of Horus, that's that bird demon, centered on his philosophy of Thelma, summarized, do what thy will shall be the whole of the law. When they say do as thy will, they want to go against God. They're not saying do it as God's will. They say do as they will. So they're going to do wicked stuff to go against the Father in heaven. Okay. Crowley reformed the order of Tibli Orans and infused his rituals with Thelma, establishing his own distinct path. Okay. He had a complex relationship with figures in Anna Besant, a prominent theosophist, and even wrote letters to her after her death expressing concern for the occult movement. Says this Oxford academic article. So, occult revival. Theosophy, founded by Belinsky, created fertile ground for the occult revival, leading to Golden Dawn, Crowley, and others creating a lineage of modern mysticism, notes this Oxford academic article. Crowley's electrical approach and emphasis on self-realization influenced later movements including Wicca, Satanism, and the Border New Age, said this Wikipedia article. Okay. Now, you can see they are heavily influencing Satanism. Okay. Let me go here. There's another one I want to show you. Here we go. This is what I want to get into. Aleister Crowley, Thelemic prophet and the wickedest man in the world. Let's go down. Born Edward Aleister Crowley on October 12, 1875, he's probably known for his cult writings and teachings. He founded the religion of Thelema, which became adopted by the Order Templis Orientans, as well as the magical order Argentum Ostrum, or AA, the Order of the Silver Star. He was also a highly controversial member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. He was known by the magical name of Frater Perdurable. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, let's continue. Controversial behavior. Crowley's lifestyle was absolutely shocking in the era which he lived. Besides his interest in the cult, he was sexually promiscuous with both genders at a time when homosexuality was still illegal in Britain. Frequently, prostitutes was vocally defiant against Christianity. What I told you, they are against Christianity. See what I'm saying? And Victorian and post-Victorian prudishness toward sexual subjects, and was a drug addict. Everything defiled in nature. That's what Satan is all about. Religious beliefs. While Crowley detested Christianity, here we go again. Hating on Christianity, what I say, right? For my last videos. I know them like a book. It's just redundant with me. He considered himself immensely religious and spiritual person. His writings record incidents of experiencing deity, and Thelemites consider him to be a prophet. In 1904, he encountered being known as Iwas, described as minister to Horus, the central deity in Thelema, and as a holy guardian angel. That is not an guardian angel. That's a fallen angel. Let's say it like, ain't holy from the get. You denying Christianity and detesting it. There's nothing holy about this angel. Okay, let's get that straight. Iwas dictated the Book of Law, which Crowley wrote down and published, becoming the central thematic text. Crowley's belief included pursuing the great work, which included gaining self-knowledge and uniting with the larger universe. He was encouraging seeking out one's ultimate destiny or purpose, commonly referred to as one true will. Okay. Here we go. Denying Christianity. Religious influences. Crowley studied a number of different religious and magical belief systems, including Buddhism, yoga, Kabbalah, and Hermeticism, as well as Judo-Christian magical systems. Judo, so that you know it's not truly Christianity, even though he outright rejected Christianity. See, like I said, it's not truly Christianity. And published multiple anti-Semitic statements, as was common outlook of his time. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I want to get down to the part where he sacrificed the children at. Let's see. There we go. Wickedest man in the world. The press dubbed Crowley the wickedest man in the world, repeatedly published exploits, both real and fictional. Crowley adored controversy, often describing his already scandalous behavior in even more offensive terminology. For example, he claimed to sacrifice 150 children a year. Do y'all not see that? Do you not see it? Okay. This is not Christianity. God has no influence with this because he rejected it. This is Satan all the way live. Okay. I want you Satanists to see this. I'm putting it in your darn face. Okay. I like to do that to you guys because y'all like to lie on here a lot. And this is one of your wickedest cult members. One of the few that have written the book of Thelma Religion that heed to Theosophical Society books. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do. Okay? As a Christian woman, I know for a fact y'all rejected Christianity from the get to heed to Lucifer in order to go against the Father in heaven. So let's go there, okay? Y'all on here lying against the Father in heaven, and I'm going to continue to tell you, you are liars, okay? Now, these people always killing kids, okay? As my vision, seeing demons rise up out the ground. Like I told you, my visions are vividly real and very clearly happens after I dream about them. So I know exactly and can see exactly what you guys all about. These demons rose up out the ground, claiming that they are warriors for Satan and an army of Satan. Okay? I had to go into the neighborhood looking for who's going to be on Jesus Christ's side because of these demons rising up out the ground. What did I come across? I come across children on the other side of that glass wall. And I said, do y'all want to be for Jesus Christ? They said, yeah, but we can't. We on the other side. These children was floating in the fire on the other side of that glass wall. Yet the fire didn't burn them. I suggested that these children were indeed sacrificed, yet God is still protecting them to not get burned. Look, as I go into the neighborhood to search for other people to see who's going to be on Jesus Christ's side, people say, yeah, I will. I'll be for Jesus. Soon as Satan shows up in his black robe hoodie, they bow down and tremble before Satan. As I get angry, and I get angry with the Holy Ghost within me, I tell Satan to bow down to God himself. This is my vision. This is my vision of to tell you guys how the enemy has an army risen up. Okay? Because we have foolish, idiot people giving him the power, giving him the glory, giving him the idolization, compromising with that darn thing. And then they go into hell, burning up like idiots in a fire and brimstone, like they would be, torment every night and every day, constantly, because they done listened to a foolish fallen angel that didn't care for them from a get. Yes, I'm going to preach to you satanic demons who made pacts with a fallen angel. You will suffer, okay? You will suffer for all eternity, and it won't be pretty. You understand me, right? Okay. Now, as you can see, he sacrificed these children each year. Each year. This guy didn't like Christianity. As I said before in my last video, God said not to murder, Exodus 20:13, right? But foolish idiots getting online say, oh, it's Jesus telling people to murder. No. It was Jesus saying people to murder. No. You ain't listening to Jesus then. Y'all too busy rejecting it. You too busy rejecting instead of listening, idiots. You reject the truth to heed to a lie. And then you go on here and then you lie some more. Okay? I'm going to preach to you guys because you foolish to heed to a fallen angel from the get. One that got kicked out from heaven. Yeah, that's idiotic. Pretty much. Now, here he's murdering these children every year, referring back to the fact to ejaculations that had not resulted in pregnancy. He also referred to himself as the beast. God. Referencing the creature mentioned in Revelation, as well as representing himself with the numbers 66. 666. Look, I'm going to preach today. I'm going to let everybody know that these Satanists are evil. They are going against God. They try to make themselves look good. That's all a front. It's a front. Yeah, let's make ourselves appear to look good because we don't want to be deemed to be evil. That don't fly with me. As a Christian woman that see visions and can see you from the get, it doesn't fly with me. Because I can see right through you. I can see right through you. I done seen what y'all do in my visions. God has revealed them to me. God himself, the creator, the one y'all rejected. Yeah. You don't think this omnipotent God can see all? You idiots? Yes, he can. And then he goes to the chosen to reveal unto us what you do in the dark. Therefore, I'm going to reveal everything about you. That's what I came down for. To reveal everything that y'all doing, lying against the Father in heaven, blaspheming against his tabernacle, going against him, rejecting him as king, and rejecting his living word, to heed to a beast, to serve your darn Lucifer, and to murder against the Father in heaven. Yeah. Preaching the truth today. Now, since I showed you that he was the one that was murdering and serving the beast, serving Satan. See, Christian creation, the beast of the revelation was Satan. So they know. Common perception that all co-workers must involve Satan. Must involve Satan. So don't come on this channel telling me you don't believe Satan exists when you know you must involve that thing for your darn rituals. Yeah, I'm calling everything out because I want you people to wake the heck up. Other religious figures, L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, described Crowley as a good friend. Again, all these different religions that go against Christianity, all working together to go against Christianity and to serve Satan. That's why I broke it all down and set and let y'all see how each religion that is not for Jesus Christ are working for Satan. You cannot serve two masters. You will either serve Jesus or you will serve Satan. Okay? This is written in the King James Bible. The King James Bible has always been the truth that these demons deny, reject, and is going against. Yeah, I'm going to talk about y'all books today. Next. These are the type of books that they be heeding to. Okay. The Law of Thelma, Aleister Crowley, Philosophy of True Will. Okay. The Magic of Thelma, Handbook of the Rituals, Aleister Crowley. Okay. You see that kind of stuff? This is the wicked crap that they talk about. The holy books of Thelma. The holy books. Now, how you going to call yourself holy when you don't want to heed to anything holy? Think about it. You should call yourself the unholy books of Thelma. That's what you should call yourself with that satanic pentagram in the middle of the darn book. You should call yourself the unholy book of Thelma. Okay, because you don't heed to Christianity. You rejected it. Again, I ain't no dumb duck. Okay, I will show you where this stuff is coming from. Helena Blavatsky. Okay, this is the fool that went to Tibet. She went to Tibet with these darn monks. These darn monks had to be very evil. She talked about the Atlantis. I remember she talked about the city of Atlantis. When they talk about this stuff, it's all demonic. They may try to paint it out as beautiful, but nothing about hell is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to say it like it is. Nothing about hell is beautiful. What I seen in hell is very gothic. The castle is jet black dark. People are getting tormented day and night. Okay. They're getting tormented day and night. And they are also getting burned up. Getting caged up. Getting chained up. Okay. And calling out to the same God they rejected, you guys. Jesus, save me. Jesus, please have mercy. Yet you idiots on this earth rejected Jesus, made an oath to reject him, compromised with a darn fallen angel, made a pact with him to get worldly wealth. Then you go to hell and you want to beg Jesus. How foolish can you get? Okay? How idiotic can you get? Okay? How idiotic can you get? Right? So let's go here. So she did these Theosophy books. The key to Theosophy was that right there. And an exposition of the ethics, science, and philosophy by H.P. Blavatsky. She also controlled Hitler. I think she was behind Hitler too. Okay, she's very evil. She's got vexed. She was the one that these are one of the 3 first occultists. She was the one to spread that Buddhist religion and hate upon Jesus Christ. These people, see, the Henry occult, she got with Henry S. occult. These people are very evil, matter of fact. And they the ones made pacts with these fallen angels. Okay. Here's another one I want to show you. Another link. If it comes in. Okay. Do what thou wilt, witchcraft and Satanism. The abortion matrix. Now, you hear a lot of idiot women talking about abortion. They don't care nothing for their children. Matter of fact, they are sacrificing their children to Lucifer. The abortion matrix, defeating child sacrifice, and the culture of death. So they use abortion for their rituals. Okay. The cult activities surrounding the abortion industry exposed with numerous examples. See? So I wanted to show you guys that too. Homosexuality is involved with the sex magic as well. I'm going to put all that in the description box below. But child sacrifice, they very big on that. They murderous to children. And people, you cannot sit online and lie and say Jesus Christ said to murder and he's the one murdering when you know darn well that is not true. When God tell you not to murder, Exodus 20:13. Okay? Stop trying to make good look evil and evil look good. Okay? Y'all doing that. Y'all literally are doing that. Y'all trying to make people that are evil to look good and good to look evil. Stop doing that. Okay? Evil is evil, good is good. So y'all don't go on here trying to lie, trying to make evil look good and good look evil. Okay? Because I'm calling you out for that crap. Okay? So people, I want y'all to serve this word here. Because Jesus Christ has always been God. The King James Version Bible has always been the truth that these devils deny and reject and hate upon. They hate upon it because it rebukes them and shows them the true light that they are going against the Father in heaven. Those books that I showed you, they are not going to talk against online because they're too busy trying to get you to influence to go against Christianity rather than them that's doing the dirt themselves. Okay? Those books are very evil. Those witchcraft books. And God called it the seducing doctrines of devils. I'm going to post that scripture in the down below. Do not heed to seducing doctrines of devils. Those are doctrines of devils. Okay? And so I'm going to post that and let y'all see that these books are indeed evil and murderous. And those are the books that they don't want you to talk against. Yet they want to talk against Christianity because Christianity tells them not to murder. Okay? So people, serve this word here. Jesus Christ has always been God, and let you know the righteous shall prevail. Jesus Christ is God.